Anyway, it's going to be Russia versus Poland. And I'm having some coffee because I've been casting since this morning. Or not really morning, since this afternoon, but anyway. Yeah. Alright, first match is going to be Tama versus SouthPark. I'm probably going to just speed right through these with minimal downtime in between, hopefully. Since I have 6, possibly 7 best of 3s to go through. And I have a lot more casting to do tomorrow, namely Pro League. So let's get right into it. First match is going to be Tama versus SouthPark, a PvZ on Fighting Spirit. So it looks like we have Plumum doing the obsing. And in the bottom right, as the brown Protoss, we do have Tama representing Team Russia. And in the bottom left, as the purple Zerg, we have SouthPark for Team Poland. Okay. Oh, looks like Plum was just hosting the map. Looks like SouthPark. Oh, let me actually get some game music in here. Alright, looks like SouthPark gonna do the scouting towards the middle, gonna look for a probe coming in from either direction, and if he sees one, then he can go in the right direction with his Overlord. Looks like Tama just going to build a pylon here. Now, okay, looks like he's gonna do the wall where he goes pylon, forge, and gateway, which is fine. That means he's going to have a gap here between the pylon and the forge, and then a gap above the gateway. I think that is tied with the cliff. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it is. And it looks like SouthPark's timing wasn't quite right. The Overlord changed direction before the probe got here, so despite doing that clever scouting trick, he's unfortunately not going to be able to go in the right direction on the first go. But anyway, Probe's going to get in here, so SouthPark should know that his opponent is in fact in the bottom right. And yes, indeed, he has changed the Overlord scouting pattern to go and see what Tama is doing. There's the forge. So I believe the last time these two teams met, it was 4-2 for Russia, or maybe no, it was 4-3, 4-2, 4-3. Can't remember. I don't remember their heads-up score. I'm sure Awa can go and poke around and find it. Anyway, looks like Tama doing a good job denying the hatchery of SouthPark. And nope, not quite gonna get it this time. But I mean, the pool's finished already. Things are on the way, so that wouldn't have lasted much longer anyway. And it looks like that's forced Tama to go for 2 cannons before his Nexus. So I don't think this is particularly bad for SouthPark. And can he get the probe? Ooh, oh, it's close. He's taking off all the shields, but I think this probe will be okay. Meanwhile, there is a drone heading to the top left to take the natural as a third, and there is the Nexus of Tama. So looks like the extractor has been taken and hatchery on 300, and we're good to go. Probe looks like it's gonna see it. And looks like we have a pylon and a gateway. Ooh, interesting. Tama built the second pylon before the gateway. I think that's gonna slow his tech quite a bit. Usually you want that gateway first, even if you get a little bit supply blocked. But I think what this means is that his probe production is a little bit smoother. He doesn't have to stop probe production at any time, but his tech is going to be a touch slower. Anyway, there is the lair from SouthPark. And ooh, look at this, he's actually blocking the ramp with 2 speedings. I'm keeping the pool selected just to see if he gets Zergling speed anytime soon. And it looks like Mr. Probe, having been denied, is going to wander off home. Meanwhile, the Nexus of Tama is going to finish up. And there's the cybernetic score. so it looks like no speed. That's fine. A couple of drones being transferred. Probe is going to see this, but he saw the hatchery there before anyway, so it's nothing. It's no surprise. Meanwhile, we do have a Zealot blocking this gap, so there's only this gap to worry about. I'm not sure actually if one Zealot can block that. You might need a Zealot and a Probe. Anyway, this Probe's still dancing around, dodging the Chogelings. And it looks like SouthPark taking a relatively quick second gas, so that indicates that he's going for Mutalisks. But the thing is that the Probe is going to be able to scout this. So even though he can't get into the main, this second gas is going to be a pretty huge indicator of what the Zerg is doing. I mean, I'd say like 95% of the time, this is in fact for Mutalisks, and there indeed is the Spire. I'm trying to think, is there any other possibility? I mean, I suppose some kind of weird fast lurker drop is potentially possible, but it's almost, you can basically assume that it's going to be Mutalisks. Anyway, is that, yeah, it's a Citadel at the natural. Interesting position. So the Overlord's not going to see that being built. It will see the Stargate. And I hear something shooting. Ah, looks like a Dragoon is out and going to kill this Overlord that's at the front. I think it will get it. It's got 2 more shots. Yep, and the 2 Zealot buddy's going to come out and make sure he stays alive. And should run into the main and go kill this guy as well. Ooh, looks like he's actually going to go intercept this Overlord on the other side. That's actually quite cute. And he's actually gone for a 2 Stargate build as well as a Citadel with leg speed. Man, that's a lot of gas he's spending right now. And his second gas was not particularly fast. So yeah, just gonna spend a lot of minerals on Zealots. Gonna go for the basically the Corsair Speedlot build, but with pretty huge emphasis on the Corsairs. Although interestingly, he's not getting +1 air weapons, which I don't really understand. And looks like the Dragoon's waiting there to kill the Overlord, and the 2 Zealots are actually gonna walk into the main. But SouthPark has actually made a lot of Zerglings here now. Tama, is he blocking this properly? I hope that Zealot's blocking properly. Oh no, the Zealot, don't run out! No, it looks like he is blocking properly, and now the 2 Zealots in the main base of SouthPark. Looks like they're going to force all the drones off the line. There is a 4th hatchery, but this has not really worked out very well for SouthPark, and this Dragoon needs to do something. Oh, and there are the Mutalisks as predicted. Looks like Tama just trying to get a couple of drone kills, not going to get any. But having made all those Zerglings and not been able to do anything with them, I think Tama should feel quite comfortable right now. And, well, this Dragoon definitely doesn't feel comfortable. He's pretty scared, or at least he should be. More mutas in production. SouthPark might just go for a huge mutaling attack on the front and just like break down the cannons with the mutas. Yeah, it looks like that's what he's gearing up to do. Now, where are the Corsairs? Looks like the Corsairs of Tama are staying in the main base. They're not going to be in perfect position to help defend this. Looks like the Dragoon guy came back without killing the Overlord. And here we go, mutaling on the front. Can SouthPark bust it? If he doesn't bust this, he's going to be hugely far behind. And here we go, the mutas on the cannons, the Lings taking down the units at the front. Where are the Corsairs? The Corsairs coming in, but a little bit too late. Even if the Corsairs succeed in killing all the Mutalisks, he's going to have a lot of Lings in his base. Looks like the Zealots backing up, trying to get a better position, having the Probe support. Looks like all the Mutalisks are getting taken down here, but now the Nexus, the natural Nexus, is under attack. No, it looks like SouthPark shifts focus back to the Probes, killing so many Probes here with the Zerglings. No cannons up, the Zealot goes down, and Tama, I think, is in a lot of trouble. He's got a second gateway up, he's got 2 Stargates, but the Corsairs are going to do nothing. SouthPark just flooding in Zerglings into his natural, leaving 3 Zerglings to take down the natural Nexus, running the rest of the Lings in. He does have 1 cannon by his main Nexus. He should be able to protect that with his probes, so the Lings will have to back up a bit, but they can easily take down these gateways, take down everything at the natural. Tama even getting +1 here should probably cancel that. There's no way that's going to finish. And looks like a bunch of Scourge right now coming out for SouthPark to deal with these Corsairs. Looks like more Mutalisks as well. And, well, he's probably going to lose these, but the Scourge are going to come in from behind. And if Tama's not paying attention, he could lose all of the Corsairs because they're targeting the Mutalisks. Oh my goodness, there go all the Corsairs. And that is basically going to be GG, I think, for Tama. He's making more cannons in his main, but don't think that's gonna do anything. I mean, even if he doesn't die right now, he's gonna die eventually. And, well, that is going to be that. Looks like just doing some counterattacking with these Corsairs. Interestingly, the supply is not that hugely different. 44 for Tama, 48 for SouthPark. Looks like 1 DD gonna come out. with no overlords nearby. It's gonna deter SouthPark from attacking any further, and he's actually losing a lot of overlords, but I don't think it really matters too much. Anyway, looks like all the units are running back. He's got to make a couple of overlords here. He is indeed doing so. Getting another hatchery, and Tama he's got 4 gateways and a robo and 2 stargates. I'm wondering what he's planning, because obviously he can't afford to produce off everything off just one base. And looks like this DT is gonna get taken down. Easy peasy. So looks like Tama is thinking about taking the natural once again. But, don't think it's really gonna happen. I mean, Tama basically needs to just GG right now. He's completely dead. And High Templar coming out, an Observer as well. But what does he think he can do at this point? I don't really understand. Oh, cancels the observatory. But now SouthPark's just moving in with 1,000,000 units. There's one DT doing something. But there goes the cannon. Nicely nested inside the gateways, but it's gonna get taken down. And now he's gonna lose all his gateways. So, Tama, it's fine. Okay, looks like he's just gonna try and survive with DTs, but here come the speed overlords, and there's only one Corsair left. So yeah, these DTs, I mean, like the emergency DT defense kinda kept him in for another couple of minutes, but that's about it. And Tama says, okay, GG. What's the next map? Are they gonna say? Nope, they're not gonna tell us. Alright, whatever. So SouthPark gonna go up 1-0 in the series. This is a best of 3, as all matches are in Nation Wars. So I'm gonna put up a little note thing that just has the overall score. Alright. Okay, hopefully that's good. I don't, actually, that might block the APM. I guess we'll see once we go in game. Anyway, let me get the next game. And here we go.